Welcome back to the Soccer Betting News Fantasy Premier League show. I'm Joshua Gaylord, and what a World Cup it was. I mean, finally, the GOAT of all GOATs debate ended. I was rooting for Ronaldo, I have to be honest with you guys. But it seems that Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time, and football is done. But Fantasy Premier League is our focus. And there's some exciting fixtures coming up for us. And most importantly, the 500 Rand betting voucher that we are handing away monthly, and then the overall 2,000 Rand betting voucher, both courtesy of Hollywoodbets, are still up for grabs. For the month of December, there's just 2 game weeks, so it's going to be a razor-thin finish for that 500 Rand betting voucher. And if we take a look at the overall leaderboard right now, we've got 3 FPL players that are in the SPN League that have finally broken the 1,000 point mark. It's James Bradley, James Cartmill, and George Brindley. Well done to you guys. You guys are the top 3 heading for that 2,000 Rand betting voucher. That's it for the overall leaderboard. Moving to a couple of talking points. Gabriel Jesus, one of the most picked players, out injured for a good couple of months, hopefully not too long, as you can see. But there's also Lisandro Martinez, probably won't be back. Rafael Varane probably won't be back. And a good couple of players from the World Cup. So have a look out for those players that you think you want in your squad that you possibly won't get right now. Biggest of all, we get a refresh start. You can change your whole squad heading into the next half of the season. So a couple of players that I'd like to look out for just in this immediate period. There's 2 teams that will have double game weeks in game week 19. It's Chelsea and Fulham. So I think the 2 players that I'm bringing, one of them being Reece James, finally fit. He played an hour in their recent friendly, and the price for him has dropped. I think it's roughly somewhere between 5.6 and 5.8 million for him. And for one of their best players this season, you can't not take him. As well as Alexander Mitrovic. How can you not have him in your squad? He's up there amongst the top goal scorers. And he had a bit of time off leaving the World Cup early with Serbia to fully recover from that injury and hit the ground running in the Premier League again. Another punt that I'd like to take, one of the most outstanding players, I think he actually won the November Player of the Month or the previous October Player of the Month, Miguel Almiron, Newcastle United, 3rd on the log. He seems to be continually hitting his straps. Maybe he can pick up that form heading into the rest of the season. Some of what I've mentioned in my punts seems to be translating onto the transfers in versus transfers out. But one of them is a bit shocking. Ivan Toney in at the top of the list at the time of recording. He's got Tottenham, West Ham and Liverpool heading into the beginning of the season again. And he's also got a bit of a situation in his personal life to deal with. But he did score a goal from the halfway line in their friendly. So maybe somebody's onto something and I'm going to end up missing out. That's up to you. One player on the transfer list in that I do have is Almiron. I've just mentioned for him. He's been excellent so far in the season. And Newcastle have been a great unit under Eddie Howe. Players on the transfer list out. The obvious one at the top of the list, Gabriel Jesus. And shockingly enough, one of the players that I'm putting in, Mitrovic, is up there with him. The best guess is up to you, up to me. We'll see who gets it right. But to those 3 on the top of the list, you guys are doing well, 1,000 points. Let's see if we can keep cracking on for the rest of the season. Until next time.